Hey there, Broncos country, what's up? Today we're diving headfirst into some hot news that's shaking the hearts of the orange and blue Broncos faithful. Our former linebacker, Zach Cunningham, just signed with the Detroit Lions, and I know you guys, just like me, are curious what this means for our team and the future of the guy who once proudly wore the Broncos uniform. So grab your beer, sit back on the couch, and let's break down this story with all the passion only Denver Broncos fans have. We're going to talk about everything: who Zach Cunningham is, his impact on the Broncos, why he's heading to Detroit, and what this says about our defense. Ready? Let's get to it. For those just getting into the Broncos vibe or needing a quick refresher, let me tell you who Zach Cunningham is. The guy's a 30-year-old linebacker, picked in the second round of the 2017 draft by the Houston Texans, and trust me, he's no ordinary player. In 2020, he led the entire NFL in solo tackles, showing he's got a nose for the ball and isn't afraid to put his body on the line. That's the kind of energy we love to see on the field, right, Broncos country? The kind of guy who shows up, takes down opponents, and gets the crowd roaring in the stadium. Before coming to Denver, Cunningham had quite a journey. 5 seasons with the Texans, 2 with the Tennessee Titans, and 1 with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2023. Last year, he came to our team, the Broncos, to help shore up the defense after a major loss we'll talk about soon. The important thing is he's got tons of experience, has played in multiple defenses, and knows how to handle pressure. So when we found out he was heading to the Lions, everyone's first question was, why didn't he stay with us, huh? Let's rewind a bit, Broncos country, because this story starts in 2024 when our defense took a big hit. Our starting inside linebacker, Alex Singleton, tore his ACL and was out for the season. Anyone who follows the Broncos knows Singleton is the heart of our defense, a guy involved in every play, always leading in tackles. Losing him was like getting punched in the gut, but the team didn't just sit around. Coach Sean Payton brought in Cunningham and another linebacker, Quan Alexander, to beef up the roster. And at the time, Payton was clear. We brought these guys in because they've got tons of experience. Cunningham first joined the practice squad in September 2024, then got promoted to the active roster in November. He played in 7 games with us, but let's be honest, the impact wasn't quite what we hoped for. He had just 4 combined tackles, played 56 snaps total, and 41 of those were on special teams. So basically the guy was chasing kickoff returns more than covering opposing quarterbacks. Not that special teams play is small, but let's face it, we wanted to see that 2020 Cunningham, the league-leading tackle machine, scaring opponents, right, Broncos country? Here's the real talk. Our defense was already stacked in the middle. Besides Singleton, before his injury, we had Justin Sternad, who was re-signed in the offseason, and Drew Sanders, a guy our GM George Paton believes can be a future starter. Paton even said at the Combine in February, "We think Sanders can be a starter in this league as a linebacker." So with those names on the radar, Cunningham ended up being more of a depth piece than a game changer. And apparently the Broncos decided it wasn't worth keeping him for the future. Now let's talk about the present, Broncos country. The news dropped like a bomb today, May 27th, 2025. Zach Cunningham signed with the Detroit Lions, according to NFL Network reporter Ian Rappaport. Why the Lions? Well, Detroit's linebacking core needs reinforcements, especially now that OTAs, organized team activities, are getting started. They're dealing with issues. Linebacker Alex Anzalone is sitting out voluntary workouts while negotiating a new deal, and Malcolm Rodriguez is recovering from an ACL injury. The Lions already have a solid defense with guys like Anzalone, Jack Campbell, and Derek Barnes up front, but Cunningham arrives as a veteran safety net. He'll be competing for a backup spot against players like Zeke Turner, Anthony Pittman, and Trevor Nowaski. And honestly, he's got what it takes. In 2023 with the Eagles, he recorded 85 total tackles and earned a 67.6 overall grade from Pro Football Focus, ranking 29th among 56 linebackers who played at least 700 snaps. That shows when he gets a chance to play, he delivers. The question is, will he find more playing time in Detroit than he did here in Denver? All right, Broncos country, now let's get to the heart of the matter. What does Cunningham's departure mean for our team? First off, let me reassure you, our defense is in good hands. Coach Sean Payton and defensive coordinator Vance Joseph have built a unit to envy. We've got edge rushers like Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito who are sack machines, and one of the league's best cornerback duos in Patrick Surtain II, the 2024 Defensive Player of the Year, and Riley Moss. Plus, our defensive end Zach Allen is a monster wreaking havoc on opposing offensive lines. In the middle of the defense, we're counting on Singleton to come back healthy from his injury, and Drew Sanders is growing into a star in the making. Not to mention Dre Greenlaw, whom we picked up in free agency, and when healthy, is one of the NFL's top linebackers. So the truth is, Cunningham wasn't a key piece in our scheme. He was a temporary fix, and now that he's headed to the Lions, we wish him luck, but honestly, we're not losing sleep over it. And look, Broncos country, this also shows our GM George Paton has a clear vision for the future. He's investing in young, talented players like Sanders and bringing in strategic pieces like Greenlaw. Cunningham's exit is just another sign the Broncos are focused on building a defense that not only holds the line, but dominates opponents. Who's pumped to see these guys hit the field in the 2025 season? I know I am. All right, let me keep it real with you guys, Broncos country. Could Cunningham surprise us in Detroit? I think so. The Lions are riding a good wave, coming off a strong season that ended short of the Super Bowl dream. They're beefing up the defense to come back strong, and Cunningham, with all his experience, could be an interesting addition. He's already proven he can play at a high level, and if the Lions give him more snaps on defense, not just special teams, he could get back to being that guy who led the NFL in tackles. But hey, the fight for spots there won't be easy. Once Anzalone is back, he's the guy running the defense, and Campbell and Barnes already have their starting roles locked down. Cunningham's going to have to grind hard to earn a spot on the final roster. So what do you guys think? Will he shine in Detroit, or is this just going to be another year as a role player? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Broncos country, because I want to hear what you think. Before I sign off, let me talk straight to you, Broncos country. Being a Broncos fan is more than just watching the games. It's feeling your heart race. When Bo Nix throws a perfect pass, it's getting hyped for every sack Nick Bonito makes. It's yelling, "Till your horse," when Certain 2 picks off the ball. Losing Cunningham doesn't change who we are, people who live and breathe football and stand by the team through wins and losses. The 2025 season is coming, and we know the Broncos are building a squad ready to make some noise. With Sean Payton calling the shots, Bo Nix leading the offense, and a defense that's getting scarier by the day, we've got everything to go far. So let's keep showing up, packing Empower Field at Mile High with energy, and proving to the world that Broncos country is the fiercest fan base in the NFL. So Broncos country, you guys like the chat? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Zach Cunningham leaving? Think we'll miss him? Or is our defense more than ready for 2025? And of course, drop a big Go Broncos, because we love hearing that. Catch you next time, everyone, and let's keep making noise for Denver.